Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade, welcoming back Jaime Primak Sullivan. Coffee Talk time, Pillow Talk. She has two great new podcasts out on the air, CBS, just great stuff happening. Check her out. It was a fun interview. Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade. Jaime, I'm so happy to have you back. I'm like yenting away with you right now. I love it. I'm the yenta, of course.
Well, I'm also a yenta, so it works out. We're dual yentas.
You're having so much success right now with all the stuff you're doing, especially the podcast you were just telling me about. Maybe our new podcast will be called Two Yentas. What do you think?
Two yentas and a microphone?
Dos yentas and a microphone. Congratulations on everything. Last time I had you here, you had your show, and now you're telling me 18 projects happening right now. Congrats. Tell me all about everything.
So Jersey Belle was great and very well received by the viewers, which was awesome because it was the first comedy that Bravo ever did. So it's nice. It was so nice to see the reaction. I was just getting my nails done because I wanted to look nice for you. And two women in the nail salon were like, "We love you. We love your show." And it's very sweet. It's really been such an amazing experience for me because I am authentically me all the time. So when you really are you on a show and people decide they love you, it's kind of cool. It's one thing to be loved for a character, which I would imagine is also cool and it's in its own sort of experience, but to be loved for who you are is such a cool vibe for me. And I know that you know, but I'll remind you that last year when Jersey Belle was on the air, I was getting emails from people. They were saying things like, "You're the most real woman on reality television. I wish I had a friend like you." And then they started asking me for advice. I couldn't answer all the emails because they were coming in 40 to 50 a day. And you know, I have 3 kids and I run a business. And so I was like, but I felt I didn't want to not answer them. So last August, I made a video while I was drinking coffee in my bedroom in my pajamas. And I said, "Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk." And 8 people watched it. And I thought, I went to my husband. I was like, 8 people watched my video.
8 people care about me.
And he was like, "Babe, almost 900,000 a week watch the show." And I was like, "Yeah, but you're not getting it. 8 people just watched my Coffee Talk video." Like, I was so proud. And to think that now Coffee Talk reaches an average of 20 million a week.
That's insane.
It's insane to me. It is insane. It is a phenomenon. Facebook they are blown away by what Coffee Talk has done for their platform. They named me one of the first Facebook video stars. I'm going to Facebook today to try a new secret new product for them. I'm super excited. And through the success of Coffee Talk, I was able to launch a podcast with CBS called Coffee Talk Live. And it's an extension of the brand. And it's just a real open, honest conversation about life and love and learning about yourself and sort of figuring it all out. You know, I did, not to like bore you to death with the details, but I did a Coffee Talk this morning about what does Elaine from Seinfeld, Rachel Green from Friends, Grace Adler from Will and Grace, and Carrie Bradshaw from Sex and the City have in common?
Lots of money.
Lots
of money.
Well, they're 4 women strung together by a series of flaws. They're flawed, quirky women that women love to watch. And I think they're real. I mean, yes, they're characters, but what we identify in them is a lot of what we see in ourselves. It's like we, as women, try to do it all, and we like legit cannot get our shit together. And I think that's what works so well for Coffee Talk, because I'm like, listen, like you're not going to catch me in a skin tight, like push-up dress with like, you know, my eyebrows up on here on fleek or fleck or whatever they're called. Like, I'm never going to be that girl. And I think that's what people relate to. And so as Coffee Talk progressed and Coffee Talk Live took off, which has been amazing for me, people were writing to me about marriage and relationships and sex. And I'm certainly no Dr. Ruth, but I'd like to think I have a little something to offer.
You've had 3 kids.
I've had 3 kids.
Figured something out.
So I know how babies are made for sure.
Although in Hollywood, they can be made very differently.
Well, that's true. That's true. But I live in Birmingham, Alabama, which is about as far from Hollywood as a person can get. So on August 10th, I'm launching Pillow Talk, which is another an expansion of the CawfeeTawk brand, and it'll be once a week, and it's going to be talk and skit, and it's an honest, open conversation about things that people are not always comfortable talking about, changes and progress or lack thereof, and sex and marriage and infidelity, and the skits are really funny. I say it's like Jimmy Fallon meets Dr. Ruth.
Love it. You were talking to me about something. We were talking about, we're kind of in the golden age of television right now. And so much, we were talking about the success of what is successful in television. And it's character driven. And you were telling me about how characters right now make successful TV.
Absolutely.
Talk to me. I think it's incredible because you nailed it. Right now, people are drawing to real characters.
Well, and I think you see that. You see that with networks that used to be able to put on anything and people would watch anything. And now you're seeing these same networks try trend and gimmick, and people are turning off their TVs. Because at the end of the day, people want talent. They want character. That's what drives. Sex and the City would be great with Samantha, Charlotte, and Miranda, but it is everything with Carrie. And it is those characters, that talent that people want to hold on to. Listen, the truth is this. Can a show like Real Housewives of Atlanta continue without Nene? Sure. It can, much in the way that exactly. And that is the thing. She was the anchor. She was the talent. She was what people were tuning in for. She was the one that kept it all going, much in the way that Carrie Bradshaw was the one that kept the storylines for everybody else going. Without Carrie, there was no through line. And so I think that is what America wants in television, whether it's scripted or unscripted. They want that anchor. They want talent. And I just think networks, for a while, there was a weird place in television where you could get away with almost anything. People just wanted to watch TV. But with digital, remember that song, Video Killed the Radio Star? Yeah. Okay, digital is killing television.
This is true. We have the emergence of Netflix and Amazon Prime and Hulu, and then CBS Digital and the standalones with HBO. It's incredible.
And DirecTV. I mean, all of these cool sort of online mediums that are popping up everywhere. I mean, people who are watching you and I right now are watching us most likely where? Online?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Although we have different distributions afterwards. But no, you're totally correct. And you're seeing the biggest stars on the planet now even adopting that mantra and going to digital. It's incredible.
And people keep saying to me, don't you want Coffee Talk to be a talk show? Don't you want Coffee Talk to be on television? I know the pressure of ratings. I know the stress of being on television. It is not, I get up every morning. I have a cup of coffee in my pajamas in my bedroom and reach, I think this week already I've reached 14.6 million people.
Dude, that's insane.
I could go on The View, Regis and Kelly, and The Today Show and not reach 14. Okay, I said Regis and Kelly, which I aged myself, clearly. Kelly and Michael, hello, I know that. I am a publicist. I know who's on that show. I'm like, I could go on The Golden Girls. I could go on, and still not reach 14.6 million people, and I think that is the power of the digital age. And a lot of these networks are dragging their feet, even production companies, and I'll fill your viewers in. But I just got a pilot pickup from TLC and am working with another network on another concept. And yes, TV is a great medium for certain types of programming. But at the end of the day, digital is going to be where it's at.
Well, the other problem is you only have so much room on television where there's essentially unlimited bandwidth in digital, and there's also more room to be experimental in digital. In fact, I'm from Philadelphia, and Comedy Central is putting out a show right now on their digital channel called Delco Proper, which is around Delaware County and Philly, which is like the guys who are like, yeah, like I can't even do a good Philly accent, but it's something that may necessarily not have been a fit for television, or they can experiment there, build a viewership. It's incredible to see what's happening. It's a different world.
Well, and also what people love about, I'm using Coffee Talk as the example because I have experience with it, but what people love about Coffee Talk is I'm not indebted to anybody. I can talk about whatever I want for as long as I want, how much I want, and if I don't want, I can switch topics. When you're on television, you're indebted to your advertisers, which is amazing that that it supports that medium, but there's a lot of politics and red tape in television. So you can only go so far in daytime television. So do I want Coffee Talk to become a talk show? The answer to that is it is. It's just a different medium.
Forget Coffee Talk, two yentas.
Two
Forget
yentas.
Coffee
No,
Talk,
I feel
two
like
yentas.
2 yentas and a microphone is going to be the wave of the future. I already can see the website now, and I see bubbies all across America, like logging on, like, do you see the Punim on this one? She's gorgeous.
You're awesome. Congrats. That's freaking awesome. It's great because you're so far ahead of the curve. And I, on the hosting side, we have this conversation all the time where people have trouble embracing the new age of media and what's happening right now. And to see a publicist and someone on the other side who understands it is freaking awesome. And using it to her advantage is great.
And really, it's the circle of life. I mean, you see people, again, dig their heels in. They don't want to embrace the media, or they try to fight the media, or try to manipulate the media. And maybe, back in the 80s when, Liz Rosenberg and like all of those publicists were the meccas, and you could only get to Madonna if you went through, but Liz just retired. It just shows you, like, none of this lasts forever. If you take care of each other, listen, we're not curing cancer. It's entertainment. Like, take care of each other, be good to each other, throw people bones. I see people who, I'm not afraid to say it either. I guess that's part of the appeal, is I will just basically tell you exactly how it is. I see people say to me, oh, this radio show doesn't want to have you on because your show's not on the air right now. And I go, really? Because my digital show reaches 14 million times the amount of viewers my television show does, which just shows me that it's all fueled by ego, and they don't understand business. Because if you understood business and you understood what the average American wants, all they're craving is authenticity. And I think it's somewhere along the lines, it just got completely warped. I don't know. And then this separation between church and state with the media. I mean, I try to watch whatever you do. I want to support whatever you do.
No,
if you want to host or do the jig down the red carpet, whatever, I love that for you.
Great name for a show, jig down the red carpet.
My book's coming out in April, and I was laughing because I said I had such a good time with you last time I was here that I think when the book comes out, I'll just come in and literally read to you. I'll just start reading to you like a bedtime story. 2 yentas and a microphone.
2 yentas and a microphone. Read Jamie's book.
As I read to you.
Congratulations. Everyone check this
much.
awesome lady out. Coffee Talk, and soon to be Pillow Talk.